What's going on? Time is 2:35 p.m. February 7th. So we made a few videos. We're gonna post them, okay? And you guys can decide what you want to do. I don't think people are gonna do anything. This is somebody else talking. All right. What we wanted to talk about briefly, just briefly. All right. We're not gonna try to carry on more than 10 minutes. We wanted to talk about mainly like Virginia. Okay, Springfield, I think it was the city. Okay. He didn't have a scooter. He didn't have a tent. He was getting $40 a day from his mom. His mom was sending him $40 a day. Okay. He was homeless. This was part of the whole process if he can do it or not, which is bullshit. He doesn't need to prove himself by being homeless that he's worthy of his own shadow, or to control the realities, or to control the time machine, or to control the AIs, Alex Tyrell Corporation, or control all the planets, or control whatever. Doesn't need to prove himself by being a homeless person. That holds no merit. We did it anyway, right? Did it anyway. Slept on a bench in front of the hospital so many nights in a sleeping bag. It was cold, it was wet. Did it anyway. No tent. This is part of it. Everybody knows. Now, he's been through everything. Okay? At the end, if you guys don't want to do anything, they will send you guys to, let's say, a level 4 alpha prison for at least 500 years. You will do 500 years in alpha prison, level 4. Why? He just didn't do anything. He just didn't do anything. So what was the point of you even knowing? You just want something from him by giving him hardship, by making him struggle, and making him straddle, okay? Things are not obtained like this in the universe, okay? Now, there is a tremendous amount of people in alpha prison. There is. They deserve to go. Not even affiliated with this case. They just did bad, corrupt stuff, and they want them in alpha prison. It's their choice. It's a higher power alien people's choice. It's judgment time. Okay, people are being judged, and they get sent to alpha prison. There are people in the closet, as we talked about. We told you guys there's 60,000 people in the closet and growing. That means we have not gone through all their memories, but we took them out, took their subconscious and put it somewhere for it to be later analyzed when we have time. Now, we could probably tell you most of those people, they're probably going to go to alpha prison. More than half. Okay? More than half. Alright? They're probably going to go to alpha prison. But there's other stuff to concentrate and focus on right now. Just wanted to stick to it. Look, what he went through in Virginia was terrible. Okay? He's on a bench. Sleeping on a bench. Sleeping on the floor. You people didn't care. You just looked at him like, okay, squinty eye. Okay? You weren't entitled to anything. That's why all these people got fucked. Now, there's a lot of people that showed up to this thing. Go ahead and verify with the FBI and CIA. There has been thousands of people that have showed up to this thing and have knowledge of Alex, knowledge of his power, knowledge of his abilities, knowledge of his shadow, knowledge of his shadow's reality. Okay? Alright? Mr. G didn't have to go through any of this. He could have just been compensated. But you guys just despise the fact that you don't like Mr. G. What else don't you like? We don't like sidewalks. What else? We don't like bouncy balls. What else? We don't like forks. What else? The list can go on and on. Do you think it really fucking matters? No. Who gives a fuck? You weren't entitled to anything because he's discovered. You didn't even want him with her. Why the fuck would you think you're gonna get something from him and, like, inherit something from him because you don't like him? How does any of that even work? Look, a lot of people got fucked for that mere reason. Somebody else talking. I'm gonna keep the video short. Virginia was hard for us. Okay, he didn't have a scooter. Couldn't go from place to place. He had to walk up that fucking hill, up the highway. He went to the Target. Okay, came back. There was an Aldi. Came back. There was another Asian grocery store. Okay, there were some little Mexican stores. I mean, he was in the same vicinity. He didn't have a tent. He didn't have a scooter. He couldn't go from one place to another. Okay, everybody was hitting stuff, locking stuff. Okay, we still managed. We still pulled through. We still destroyed his subconscious further. Okay, now the hard part's already done. He just has to sit in the tent every other day while people get fucked in the background. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna matter if he comes back or not, because you're not gonna be here. That's the truth here. It's not gonna matter if he comes back or not, because you're not gonna be here anyway. You're gonna be in Alpha prison. Okay? If they have to, they will take the entire fucking country of the United States to Alpha prison, because you allowed the bad guys to be some programmed foolish idiots who believe they're the leaders of the future. Okay, programmed idiots are not your leaders. Okay, if you don't want to say we don't have a leader, that's fine. Okay, but these guys are programmed morons, and they will not get a goddamn fucking thing done. All the hard work's done already. Hard part's done. Okay, last hard part, he shot himself. Now we don't want to have to shoot him again. Boom, we just did. Okay, it's that easy for us. We have access to the Darkfield body. We can hack into the Darkfield body. You guys know we can. There's more than one shadow. These guys are not entitled to anything. All right. Virginia was really, really tough for everybody. Okay, we hated it. We hated him see him sleep on the fucking bench in the cold and the wet weather. It was raining sometimes. Okay, didn't have a tent, didn't have a scooter. All right, that's the only difference here now. And he has half a face and one eye. Okay, you owe this guy a lot if you still don't want to do the right thing at the end of this. They're probably they might send every single person associated to this case to a level 3 or 4 Alpha prison. Now that's pretty bad for like 500 years. Okay, at least. Okay, all right. I'm telling you, why would we have him make these videos? Why? Okay, we're giving out classified, direct information. If you don't want to accept it, if there's a good team and a bad team, well then you're just fucking dumb.